Over the years, I've done quite a few stories from here on the South Everleigh native rooftop garden. But this time, I'm here for a very different and very special reason. I've been invited by ABC Classic to take a favourite old Christmas tune and make it into something that's relevant to Australia today, to unite people from across the country and share language. So I'm here to run through the song with musicologist, passionate gardener and ABC Classic Drive presenter, Megan Burslam. Now, one of the highlights for ABC Classic is the Classic Choir. Now, what's that all about?
Every year we have a different piece of music. You can learn that piece of music, video yourself singing it, send it in, and we put it together with thousands of other people across the country who all sing this song together, and it works out to be this huge online choir.
This year we've brought ABC Classic and ABC Gardening Australia together.
Absolutely, and what a match made in heaven, don't you think? I mean, I think a lot of people who enjoy classical music also enjoy gardening. A lot of people who garden enjoy classical music, so I think it's a perfect match.
And again, those synergies, a lot of people listen to classic music to calm themselves and to really have a break from all the noise and buzz around them. Gardening is very similar, and you can do both at the same time, as I quite often do.
I mean, that's the thing. Just crank up some classical music and get in your garden. It's the most therapeutic thing, and that is what music is for, just like gardening. So, Clarence, what are we singing?
Well, we're actually singing "Oh Christmas Tree," which is a really old Christmas carol, and it's got a bit of a gardening flavour
It's right
about
up your alley, isn't it?
It is, it's perfect. So we're using that tune, but really wanted to get away from that classic Christmas sentiment, because it's mostly Northern Hemisphere when there's snow on the ground and snow in the trees. But here in Australia, it's midsummer, even though we put a roast on at 40 degrees. We have this beautiful colour all over the country. So a little bit of an idea of, some of our hundreds of Indigenous languages, but also a little bit of a trip around the country using some of our First Nations languages.
So, Clarence, I see you have a conveniently placed guitar just behind you.
Well, yeah, funnily enough, I thought I'd better bring something along to accompany our musical foray.
Yeah, sing along. So there are 5 verses of this version of "Oh Christmas Tree." The first verse is entirely in Bundjalung.
That's right, and there are other languages spread throughout the song, but the first verse is Bundjalung and my specific dialect of Minyinbul, Nundawal. Well, 1, 2, Yerbalela, Yerbalela, Minyinbul, Nundawal, Yerbal Bundjalung, Yerbal Bundjalung, Minyinbul, Nundawal, Bejang Wajang, Manang Banam, Garu Bogowina, Jangali Jala Jala, Banba Wani.
So, Clarence, in the first and second verses, we were singing in English and in Bundjalung. Where are we going in verse 3?
We're going to take a bit of a trip around the country and lots of different Aboriginal seasons, depending on where you are. We're going to Darwin, Larrakia country, where it's Balnbar, which is the season, the time in the season.
Balnbar.
Balnbar, yeah, and it's time to pick the mulma.
Mulma?
Yeah.
What's a mulma?
Well, mulma is the black plum. Guki Alangi, it's Jaramali time, when the bunday fruit is ripe. So the bunday, that's the green plum.
And in verse 4, where after that?
We're coming to Turrbal language, which is around the Brisbane area, and then we're looking at Dharawal, which is here in Sydney, and then we go to Woiwurrung, the Wurundjeri.
So we've got fruits here.
Red and green, the Kamala, and a fruit in Meanjin. So again, we're trying to give an idea of some of the seasons, and different language groups using different seasons, different calendar plants or seasonal indicators, all around that same time around Christmas.
Also in verse 4, we have the yam daisy in the Highlands.
Yeah, and the Gunungutch is that dreaming spirit, the eel that does it so much within the Dharawal country. So, there's reference to different dreaming stories, but also reference to place, reference to people, and reference to all of those plants that have helped people survive over thousands of years.
And then we're down to Melbourne after that.
Yeah, so down in Melbourne, Naam is Woiwurrung language, the Wurundjeri, and Garawang, the season, and it brings the kangaroo apple flowers.
Where are we going in verse 5?
Verse 5, we're going to do a bit of a skip and a jump. We're going to skip over to WA, Talking about the Noongar mob, referring to the birak, the season, but also the mudja, which is the WA Christmas tree. One of the world's largest mistletoes, so
Really?
perfect for Christmas and really bright, so you can see that tree for miles apparently.
It's
Yarawang in Namso, the kangaroo apple flowers. Whew. Well, I'm not too bad on guitar, but I am certainly no match for the Tasmanian Symphony Orchestra. Whew. Well, it's a bit chilly down here in Hobart, but it is a beautiful day, and I'm at the Federation Concert Hall to see the Christmas song get the full orchestral treatment. Well, I haven't really sung with an orchestra before, but I'm super excited and I cannot wait. No pressure. Yabelela, minyan ba, nandawal, yabel banjalang, minyan ba, nandawal.
Love the fact that a Christmas song can be whatever we want it to be, and so to make it a more Australian and Indigenous song is perfect, I think.
Given that the orchestra is trying to bring an Indigenous feel into this piece, how did you get your head around that?
As soon as you started, it just made sense. It's got the fire, and that's something that inspires us as players. We feed off that energy as well. You bring, what you bring as a performer.
Good you don't know the language because I slipped over one there, sorry. Well, that was a heap of fun. So stick around because we're going to show you how it all came together. And of course, Australia was invited to sing along. So see if you're in there somewhere.